Now, this is a very interesting video because the prospect is actually committed and actually ready to make a change, but which is unable to due to his financial situation. So I'm going to show you what exactly that I have actually done in terms of getting him to commit. If you are going to stick to the video until the end, we're going to give you a bonus gift, which is our actual copy and paste script that you can take away and implement it to your sales call and your agency right now. Yeah, oh look, mate, apology, just gonna be a phone call if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Yeah. Look, do I catch you at a good time? Now a good time?
Yeah, that's fine. I've shipped a bit.
Yeah. Look, Eric, just to do a bit of a recap, it's gonna be a touch base call, see where we at. Last time we spoke was in March, around 3 months ago, and we'll talk about a couple of things. Not sure if anything changed, you know. Here what I got on my note. I mean, like how business been so far? Let's start from there.
So, yeah, look, not too bad. You know, it's been reasonable. Had some more personal things happen. My daughter's moving back in home. She's still got mental health issues and stuff. As I said, she's intelligent, but just lets the depression and all the stuff that, you know, every other young kid seems to have these days carry with her. And with some, but you know, that's sort of beside the point stuff. That's taken up a bit of my time. That work's kind of just, you know, ticking over nicely, not running ahead, not going backwards, just, you know, fairly steady and going forwards. So.
Family aside, how's the finance, like the cash flow side of the business?
Yeah, look, that's just okay.
It's okay, because I have my note here. We'll sort of, you know, last time we went to a Zoom call, I believe. Did we? Were we?
Say again?
Last time, were we doing a Zoom call together?
I'm pretty sure we had a brief one together. Yeah.
Yep. And we sort of mentioned that Zoom call, look mate, right now situation is not right for you. Back then in March, and in terms of cash flow and all that stuff. But then you said, look, let's touch base 3 months from now, see if you actually can hit the target that we set together. And back then we were setting 50K in terms of GCI. That's 8K per sales, 6 sales by July. Right?
Yeah.
So that's mean total of 8. That's mean in March you make 2 sales, and in July you should make another 6. That total of 8, right?
Yeah. No, that hasn't happened. That's for certain.
How far are we?
Well, quite a bit short. Had, you know, two larger sales. One's gone. One went AWOL, but that's okay. And 2 are settled, but they were 20K each.
So what was the total of 4?
No, just total of 2.
Hang on, there was 2 sales in March already. So what's the total now?
There'll be 4 then, if you know, beyond that, so 4.
Is that right? So let me rephrase. What's the total sales since January, since start of the year?
There'll be 4 then.
4 then. So
4 and 2 current.
Yeah. So since last spoke until now, there's 2 extra, which is equivalent to 20K each.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And we're pretty much just hitting half on what we set, which is 8 total sales, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened?
Well, it's not spending our time on prospecting. Spending time on doing other stuff, you know, family stuff.
Family stuff?
Yeah.
More of is it about your daughter sort of thing?
Yeah, that's it.
Taking care of her?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we were to put a system and doing paid ad for you, I don't think that's going to change. You know, you still have to dedicate some time for your family and your daughter. So it's really come. You reckon that's a lead problem, or is it a time problem?
I think I've pretty much got under wraps now. I've just sort of put some other things in place to take care of that. And she seems to have settled down a bit. She's moved back home. We went out shopping this morning to get some new bed sheets and stuff. So hopefully she'll settle down and I can spend quality time with her rather than have to time with her.
Let me recap our last conversation, and let me know if anything changed, because it's been 3 months already. Last time we spoke, you currently doing Facebook, US marketing, and doing something with Infusionsoft, try to start yourself. Your referral lead sort of die out, that's why we have a call back then in March. Any of those change right now? Your referral lead still dying out, or still try to do Facebook yourself with Infusionsoft and all that stuff?
Well, I haven't done Facebook for a period of time, so I just didn't have the time to follow up. But I'm looking to restart that.
Okay. Are you still sitting on 0 to like 3 appraisal a week? 0 to 3 per week, maybe like 2.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Are you still sitting in like what's your monthly revenue right now?
Around 20.
20K per month? Average? What average? Like the number that you actually get consistently every month. If you average it out. So that means if some month you get 20 and some month you get 0, an average of that is 10. Okay?
Okay, well it's it could be at.
Well, let me help you.
Call it 12.
Okay. Since January until June, what's the gross commission so far since January to June? Just ballpark here. And what you do is you just divide that number by 6.
The 40, actually it's only 60. Yeah. The other was previous to that.
60?
Yeah.
60. So that's around 10K per month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not 12, definitely not.
And I mean, like, we have a vision. I think last time I asked you this question, like, where you see yourself in 6 months, and you said you need 6 sales a month. That would bring you up to 50K.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, if I were to be very honest with you, Eric, I don't think you're gonna hit that in 6 months time. Six months counting from March, not from now. So you have another 3 months to go, right? This is our conversation in March, right?
Yeah, right.
And at this rate that you're going, right? Do you think you're gonna be hitting that? Like, being realistic?
No.
Yeah. And well, we talked about that. Back then in March, saying for that to happen, you need at least 30 appraisal, right? And what holding us back is just having a system in place, a proven system that worked before with big guys like Hardcore, LJ Hooker, PRD, and all that stuff in place. That would definitely help you, so that you can have the freedom, both financially and time, to actually spend more time with your daughter. And then I think we sort of just go from there, right? And then we'll go to a Zoom call. But then you said obviously cash flow. I remember that Zoom call. You said cash is a big thing for you.
That's
so
right. Yeah.
I mean, like, at least have you been like saving up, put it in like a separate account or anything to reinvest back into your business?
No, it's just been going to pay off creditors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it a possibility? Would you be open to talking about the finance right now, on where you're sitting at right now financially?
Well, financially I've got I'm fine till the end of October.
But that's like you're talking about living expense, right? I'm talking about my question is more toward like reinvesting in your business.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about your living expense like grocery bill and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that because that's like the basic need, right?
Yeah.
Do you have access to credit?
No.
Like you don't have any credit card at all?
Well, I do, but I'm not looking to extend those.
Okay. What's your thought on that? Just curious here.
Well, I've just the fact that what I've got on credit is enough to pay off on a monthly basis, and not looking to extend that. So you'll have to remind me again what sort of costs are involved with your system, please, Vico. I don't recall that.
Yeah, I actually never offer you. I think the last time we jumped to a Zoom call, we didn't even don't remember offering that to you yet because it wasn't a good fit back then.
Okay.
And right now, what I'm trying to understand is like, if you are in a position to do anything, and really just seeing if it is a good fit right now in a matter of this time frame, right? And what I'm trying to understand here is not to sell or pitch you anything, just really understand your situation, right? See if we can help. Because if the last time was a finance obstacle, that's why I'm talking about the finance right now. And right now, I really just want to maybe shift your focus a bit and try to get you to think a little bit differently and look at your business a little bit differently. About your business and your situation, so you can make a better decision for yourself, right? And does that make sense?
Yeah.
So walk me through what your thought process is. Do you think it's a good idea to stay in this consistent flywheel? A hamster, it's keep running on the wheel. And I was speaking to a lot of agents like yourself before. It's called an agent rat race. It's where they just focus on prospecting, they lose the sale, and then when they focus on sales, they lose the listing. Then they come back to prospecting, then they lose the sales. When you do prospecting, you lose your listing, right? And when you focus on selling, you lose your lead. Okay? And they keep moving back and forth between the prospect and the sales, and then 10 years has passed. They still do door knocking. They're still making very average income.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this, Eric, to be very honest with you, because last time we spoke was in 3 months ago, and we both know that the number one resource we can never get back is time.
Yeah.
We're not getting any younger here. So help me walk me through your thought process. What are you thinking right now? And yeah.
Well, I suppose the frustration is we've got all sorts of automation stuff happening, all sorts of follow-up stuff happening, and it's not working. We've got a couple of thousand people on the database. Some of those are just obviously buyers who looked at property, and others are past clients. All been staying in touch with. They get happy anniversary cards. They get text. They actually get physical cards then sent out to them. They get emails. They get texts. They get voice messages. They get messages on Messenger, like a personal message like, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah blah, whatever. And nothing's working.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking. And then, I appreciate what you're offering, but I don't know what's going to change. And with this, most of this stuff worked before. People would respond to whatever, and now it's like there's no response, and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
We've got a massive amount of communication with clients, and it's just not happening. So I don't know why.
Yeah. Look, we established this already, right? We get the problem, and I actually have that in my note, right? It's obviously your referral lead sort of dying out. So the real question is, what are you going to do about it, right? And that's why we were on the call back in March.
Yeah.
And we established due to the finance reason are gonna let you do your own thing, and clearly it can work out, right? We nowhere near our goal. So I understand what's the obstacle is. We both know about it, it's clearly there, it's the elephant in the room. But the real question is, what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know this time, Vico, because what should be working isn't working.
Yeah, exactly. Would you do you think keep doing the same thing will gonna get you different result?
Well, at this point in time, probably not, no.
Okay, well,
the reality, like last time, Vico, the concern is for the actual cost, and then what's going to happen with it.
Well, can I give you a bit of coaching here, because I'm starting to see a trend, habitual pattern that on the way that you speak right now about cost and everything, because you've been asking me 4 times already since the start of this call about the cost of the program. Can I give you a bit of coaching in that after speaking to like maybe 1,000 agents by this time? Because to be honest, Eric, I'm being very upfront with you. After speaking to like over 1,000 agents by now, I'm seeing a trend or pattern on the way that people think, talk, and make decisions, right? And those agents that are making 200-300K a month, right, in terms of gross GCI, not a year here, 200 to 300K, right? The way that they think, the way that they make decisions, the way that they talk is very different, right? Would you agree to that? And what separates like the winning agent and the immature is like the 95% and the 5% is not what they're doing, it's what they say to themselves, how they think, and what their decision making process is, right? And the way that they see cost, right? The way that they see cost is a little bit different from everyone else. The greatest cost for their business is staying exactly where they are at next year. That's the greatest cost. That's how they view cost, right?
Yeah.
Right. And the way they look at it, they understand that what's the point of being the #1 agent in the area if no one knows about you? They say McDonald's don't have the best burger, they have the best system, right? McDonald's burger is actually crap, really. But look where they get them, by having an efficient system in place.
Yeah.
Is there any other burger chain that make more money than them? No. But the burger tastes like crap, right? So what's the point of being the #1 agent if you don't put yourself out there, right? That's how successful agents think. That's how the 6-7 figure agents think. And I talk with them, and the way that they make decisions is very differently. The way they think about cost differently. So, Eric, like I said, in this call alone, past 15 minutes, you asked me 4 times about the cost, and you're looking at it from a financial perspective. So maybe I want to invite you to the possibility of maybe viewing it from who you want to be. I want to realign you with the outcome that you want to be. So there's a saying in the personal development world saying, be a very good friend to the person who you want to become. So I'm asking you right now to be a good friend to who you want to become. Like, what would the person what would the agent that making 50K a month is thinking right now, and is viewing your situation right now, and is.
But the other thing, Vico, is that I've put my marketing in hand from other people in the past, not what you're doing, other sort of stuff on telemarketing, on Google Ads, and all sorts of stuff on disposal firms that you know what they're talking about, and the results have been not even lackluster. There have been no results. It's been money down the drain. So I'm just super cautious on spending money on other marketing but it hasn't happened in the past. I haven't had a good experience with people offering their services to me.
That's why I'm not.
That's my other concern, Vico.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk through that. Well, first of all, Eric, we haven't made any offer to you. Right now, we just want to challenge that belief and get you to think differently about your situation, right? But if that's the case,
again, I'd pretty like to work with someone that will actually fulfill on what they promise. And I've had many promises made in the past that this is going to happen, that's going to happen, whatever, and like it's just, I've just thrown away thousands of dollars on all sorts of stuff, and it just hasn't happened. There's supposedly, it's supposedly a Google partner or a whatever partner or whatever, and the results aren't there.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I'm concerned, and that's why I'm concerned with spending it. Like, just like, that money I could have bought a new car. I spent, it's like, and that's why I'm so head up in cost. I've been burnt before, and I want to know that if I spend money, it's actually going to be a result. I get the fact of investment, alright, but I've been burnt so many times. Like, well, I don't see it as investment. If I just see someone else taking money out of my account, and maybe going to get some back, maybe I should just go for dinner instead. And that's really where it's at. The mindset stuff, I get all that, but I actually want a system or someone I'm working with actually going to give me a result.
Okay, cool. Understand where you're coming from, Eric, but if there's a system out there that has case study, like proven case study from agent right here in Australia, right?
Yep.
And guaranteed to back it up, would you think that sort of, help you a bit in terms of certainty on how it delivers?
Yeah, look, I'd certainly be happy with, the examples you sent through before or other unrelated industries, and I get the fact that you have to work. I get the fact that if you've got a system that works anywhere, the widget doesn't matter. Whether it's real estate or something else, if you've got the system, it doesn't matter. Alright, and same with Infusionsoft, it works for the campaigns have got work for different industries in different ways. So, I'd really like to work with someone, Vico, that's actually do something for me as opposed to just make it sound.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of company that you work with before, but there's a few things that I noticed here. Number one is expectation. You expect this and they give you that. So that's very different. If you ever gonna come and work with us, I'm gonna set your expectations straight. This is not an overnight success, and you do have to put work into it. Alright, so you just told me, you mentioned back then, you haven't got a chance for a lot. So maybe it could be, putting the time, energy, and effort as well into converting and following up with those leads, since you pay for it. So, there is no perfect lead. Doesn't matter if you do Google or you do LinkedIn or you do Facebook. That doesn't matter. The lead is just an express of interest.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, look, this is another topic. I don't want to go down that road. But what we can do, Eric, from this conversation, is ball at your court here. What you want to do from here, and I can talk to you about the expectation, all that stuff, but really that should be on another call. But in this call, really, it feels like you understand about the difference between cost and investment. But the fact that you've been burned before and all that stuff, I can feel that, I can respect that. But it really just, I would say, again, just look at it from another angle, because sometimes when we lost money in an investment, or we get burned before, or we got hurt from a relationship, it's what you make it mean that affects you. What it make it mean, it can make it mean like the world is out there to get me, or it mean like it's just another mistake that's gonna make me a lot wiser, right? Whatever happened to you is what you make it mean to be, right? This relationship. Sorry, go on.
I certainly get that. And I'm happy to work with someone that will actually get a result. And I understand it's not overnight.
And the result is from you, mostly. The result is from you, mostly. It's not from the system. The system is good, but the result from you. Right? You have to be willing to commit. It's consistent. You have to put in the work. Look, where do you want to go from here? Because what we want to do is we'll schedule a Zoom call, and I can show you what the system.
I'll be more than happy to look into it. I want to understand it, Vico.
Okay, good. So before we actually go through the Zoom call, I want to actually ask you a few questions, if that's okay. Just continuous from last one. Is your goal still the same, 50K? Is your goal still the same?
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable amount to stick with.
That's the next milestone, right?
It's a milestone we can look at.
Okay. Realistically, when do you want to achieve that by? So last time you said July.
Let's look at June, so we look at June, July. I'd like to do that by October.
Another 3 months?
Yep.
And if there's a system out there, I'll ask you again. This is probably asked you before, but really want to actually get you clear on this one thing. What do you think is the number one thing holding you back from getting there on your number one obstacle barrier?
Well, basically just a system that works. No, that's kind of it. The making the follow-up calls and making up the follow-up whatever is, I'm more than happy to do that. It's always not that.
What is the system that work mean for you? What does that mean for you?
Well, I've got systems in place now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just go back. Fine. I want to sold a property for. They get, apart from the initial, gift and all the sort of handshakes and all the personal whatever at the time of settlement, they get 2 or 3 cards throughout the year, just as like greeting cards. They get an anniversary card, physically physically posted card to them. They get a regular email follow-up once a month. And then email an anniversary. They get a text anniversary, about half a dozen texts throughout the year just to stay in touch. They get 2 phone calls a year at the minimum from me just to stay in touch. Anyone that comes on as a buyer has got a series of texts and emails asking if they'd like some help, linking them to our website, and all sorts of other stuff happens. So everyone gets something on a regular basis from us. It's a business we've raised them, get a lot more emails to start with. They get cards delivered to them.
Alright, cool.
I've got no friggin' response. And I'm like,
Alright.
I don't get it.
So,
nothing's happening.
If there's a system out there that can generate conversation, that have tryout for you, like you mentioned, and get them to book an appointment with you, when are you looking to implement that by into your business?
Well, as soon as possible, Vico. The work as soon as possible.
Why is that important for you now? Why now? Why not last year? Why not next year?
Again, it's cost, Vico. Is just having to maintaining costs to the program and paying my other accounts.
No. So the question is, if there's a system out there that can eliminate, that problem that you have, you said you wanted to implement it as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
What makes you say that? Why is it important for you now?
Well, it's been important before, Vico. We've got a system in place, but it's not working. I don't understand why. We are communicating with people left, right, and centre, including phone calls and all sorts of stuff, and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, am I wearing dirty underclothes? Do I walk in bullshit? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'll get that. Look, what I understand is if you said you want to implement it as soon as possible, I'm just not sure why it's important for you now. And I know it's always been important for you, but obviously last time since we talked, we didn't do anything. So, you know,
the cost is the factor, Vico. And I get what you're saying, the mindset and sorts of stuff.
Well, I'll tell you a ballpark figure here on what to expect, and if you're so concerned about the cost, right? Because like I said, I'm trying to let you look at this as a cost of not having the system in place. Like, because literally, if you don't fix this, and the cost of not having something that works is you staying at 8 to 10K, before tax, and like after tax and after expense, you know, I don't know how much you're gonna get, but that's quite low, you know, for someone at your skill level and as intelligent as you. And it pained me to see someone like you stuck at that level when you know you can make more, and I know you can make more, and we both know that, right? So again, Eric, you keep coming back. What's the cost? Like, sure, like we always have finance incentive to help agent that is in a similar situation as you get through the friction, like payment plan, incentive, all that stuff. But right now, I'm really just trying to challenge your belief, because I'm keep hearing that habitual pattern, the way that you talk about cost, right? And if I can do one thing in this cause, maybe if you can, you know, help me shift that belief a little bit further to the right side. Cause how many years have you been in business, Eric?
30 years.
So my question is, why do you think in 30 years you still stuck at 8K, 10K?
That's a very good question. The short answer is, when I went through a separation, my ex-alcoholic, it costs, you know, we at the time lost a couple of $100,000, more than that actually, you know. Over the course of the next 10 years, it cost about $500,000. That just blew everything. You know, had to sell another property, had to do all sorts of stuff just to make this go away. Then I spent the time raising my daughter, and I just communicated less with clients than I used to, because I had to look after my daughter and keep her protected from the difficulties of my ex, and her problems still go on. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, my mum got sick, and I had to drive her to hospital and all sorts of stuff on a regular basis. So again, time was critical. Sometimes I worked 3 hours a day. So rather than spending time with clients or getting back to people, it's just like, you know, when you work with 3 hours a day rather than, you know, 8 or 10 or 12 hours a day, you know, things don't happen.
Yeah.
So it's alright. I haven't spent the time in the business I should be. I haven't been with my clients. Now I'm just trying to start that back up. My mum passed a year and a half ago, and my daughter's mental health problems are still there, but they're kind of more manageable. And I'm actually spending time in the office talking to people. The automated process has been happening for, I don't know, since 2014. And there was some up and down times.
I understand.
So it's just been a mess.
I understand. It sounds like you spend most of your time, you know, helping out your family, which feel like it's the right thing to do, right? Because, you know, family comes first, correct? Yeah. But Eric, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Wouldn't it be more important to work on your business first to get the finance and freedom that you need, so you can actually help them better, so you can offer better help to them, like getting them the help that they need financially, getting them the service, like, you know, maybe getting a caregiver or a maid, you know, wouldn't it be more important to just get the finance out of the way? Because if you're being resourceful,
I 100% agree. That just didn't happen before.
All right, so maybe I'm coming back to the question here and saying, why is this important to you now? So I'm going to ask you again: is there a system out there that can help you automate your whole prospecting so that you can focus on closing more deals, which means you're able to help your daughter and be more resourceful in terms of a provider for your family. And you said you want to implement that as soon as possible. So why is that important for you now?
Look, it's a good question. I think part of it is the fact that I've actually got more time from now. I've actually be able to think more clearly. The last few months have been, this is ridiculous sort of stuff, but actually I've actually had time to, bake some bread in my bread maker, make some jam, do some more time in my garden, actually start to live a life again that I used to have before, I haven't done for years and years and years. And it's like, and I think part of it's also just, part of it's mind stuff of just actually having a clear mind, but just feeling better about actually having some physical time to devote to things.
Mm-hmm.
And, the capacity to deal with it. Because it gets to the stage of, like Hamlin, you simply can't carry that much.
Okay, cool.
Straw Hamlin's bad. Now it's like, shit, I can carry anything now. I don't have to worry about a straw. I can actually carry anything now.
Okay.
The finance has been, obviously, finance has taken the tumble in the meantime. They keep chasing, to make the debts of the past go away. So you start spending money on to go forward rather than money to owe backwards.
Yeah. So look.
It's not like it's been regular. It's been the worst few years of my life ever, and finances got completely drained away.
Okay. Look, appreciate you telling me all this. It sounds like, it's a now and never thing, because you obviously been in business for 30 years, and now you said yourself is, you have more time than ever. You at a more clearer space than before, right? In terms of thinking and all that stuff, right? So, what I'm gonna do, Eric, what we're gonna do is I want to invite you to the Zoom call again, and I'm gonna show you the system this time, right? Because last time I haven't been doing that. I'll show you what it is, how it works, why it works, and who it works for. Okay, we're gonna tackle a few things here. We want to tackle number one. We want to make sure that you see the system, you like the system, and you can see it help you get to 50K. Before that happens, we're not making you any offer until it's 100% fit. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Yep.
Right. So it's gonna be a 1 hour call, Zoom call. When do you want that to happen?
Can we get up for tomorrow?
4 o'clock tomorrow?
No, it doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter tomorrow. Actually, 4 o'clock would work fine. Yep, I just said I meant 4 tomorrow. 4 o'clock tomorrow would be perfect.
Okay. I'm sending you a calendar invite. Right. Is there any? I think I asked you already about this. Is there any other decision maker aside from you?
No.
Alright. Cool. Look. We'll see you tomorrow, Eric. If you have any, and in the meantime, I'll send you some email to chew on as well. So make sure that you go through our email and look at our case study and testimony and all that stuff. But I do have homework for you. Really, I'm going to be asking you this in the call tomorrow. I want you to sleep on this question. What is the cost? Like, what's the greatest cost in my business right now? What's the number one thing? What's the number one lever that I can pull that can double my income in the next 6 months? Maybe triple my income. What's the number one lever I can pull? So sleep on that. And what's the greatest cost of not having that lever?
Okay.
Sometimes cost got nothing to do with money and finance. Sometimes cost is the cost of time, investment of energy, effort, emotion.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I was to add on, after speaking with so many Asians out there, oftentimes what's stopping people from reaching their goal, right, from getting what they want, is not a lack of lead, it's not a lack of listing, it's not a lack of income, it's a lack of commitment, perseverance, consistency, and persistency. right? So it's really coming down to the agent behind the system that getting the result. It's not the system, right? I'm sure the system is very shiny. I'll show you tomorrow just the technical bit, how it works and everything. But the commitment, the perseverance is come from the agent, right? And Eric, if we want to move our life together today, I really want to ask you to be a good friend to who you want to become and hold you to a standard, to a higher standard of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to be a better father for your family. So that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Vico. Have a nice afternoon.
Thanks, mate. Bye. Yes! That was like very emotional. It was very emotional. I'm definitely helping him and pushing him to be a better version of himself. That's coming from a powerful emotional connection influenced by tonality, certainty, conviction, and certainty, right? So that's the 3C: certain, curious, concerned, clarity, congruency, and connected.
They have a follow up sequence that goes into place with them. So I get the whole idea of how that's happening, and just like to get the idea of what the actual nitty gritty is.
Okay, like the bits and pieces.
Yeah, because I've got some understanding how it works. As I said, I use Infusionsoft.
Okay.
When we use our Facebook ads, we have a company that supplies us property websites, and if someone clicks on those Facebook links, they get transferred directly into Infusionsoft.
Okay. Look, how this call will go is I'll start off by showing you everything. I'll show you what it is, how it works, why it works, and who it works for.
Okay.
Okay. And you know, the goal for this call is to help you see the system, understand it, like the system, and can see it help you get to your goal. Until that happens, we're not making you any offer. Okay. And if we do make you any offer, it'd be up to you, right?
Yeah.
Highly up to you. So, look, before we get started, can I just do a bit of recap from our last two conversations? We've been on the phone twice, 2 times, and I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page, okay? So, you're a seller agent, you focus on listing and appraisal, right? And, you know, you try to do Facebook yourself, you know, do marketing yourself with Infusionsoft. That clearly didn't work out. You try referral. Your referral network also been dying out. Last time we spoke, you said, you know, a lot of people are just not replying to you, just not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? And in terms of, that's the problem. In terms of where you're at right now, you're sitting at the 0 to 3 appraisal a week, and you're doing an average 2 sales since last time we spoke. So total of 4, 2 extra, total of 4 since last time we spoke. Hang on. In March, so we spoke in March. So 4 sales since last 3 months. So on average, one sales a month. Would you say 1 sales a month?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, 1.1.5 that, but yeah, call it 1. That's fine.
Yep, and you're pretty much sitting at 10K right now in terms of commission income revenue. Would you say that consistent 10K?
That's a good average. Yeah.
Would you say that's consistent though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Your goal here to hit 50K. Sort of the 3 months from now, you want to hit that by September. And to, you know, I was curious to ask you why is that important for you. You said to actually have the financial resource and security to actually allow you to take some time off to help your daughter who is actually you know, sick right now. And to do that, we need a lot more appraisal than what you're doing right now. And what's holding us back is a system that works, right? A system that has something that is proven, that make logical sense. It worked for other agents before in Australia, and it's actually have guarantees to back it up, right?
Yeah.
And if there's a system out there that can do that, you want to implement it as soon as possible, before, because right now you said right now you have more time, sort of, to think clearly, and you have more head space to think about your business a little bit more better, because you've always been in and out with the family and the business, right?
Yep.
Am I missing anything here?
No, that's pretty much it.
Is there anything you want to add?
No.
Cool. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll show you the system briefly. So if you have a pen and paper, I'll tell you what sort of note you need to take, okay?
Yep.
So can you see my screen?
I can, thanks, yep.
So before I show you the system, I'd like to show you a couple of results. Like I said, I want to show you who it worked for also. Andrew here is in Victoria. Also feel free to interrupt if you have any other questions. This call is about you, okay? Andrew here from Yellow Bricks, Victoria. We were able to, he was in the testing phase just like you, burning a couple of thousand, not by other people, but just burning it himself in the name of testing, right? We able to get him 80K worth of business opportunity in 30 days. Right, some of that is in auto book appointment. There's an interview between me and him. Hopefully you see that.
Yep.
So that should be familiar then. Mandy here from One Global. So that was a mortgage broker. This is real estate agent. New South Wales currently in the process of securing $3 million listing after the first month of launching.
Yep.
So how we do it, right? So our program is a 6-month program, and it has 3 core pillars. Customer generation program.
Yep.
Mentally, 6 months, is that something that you can commit to?
Look, again, it depends on cost. I know I keep harping on about the matter is just, if I can pay my bills and pay for this, then it's doable.
Yeah. But 6 months just mentally is something that you can commit to. Got nothing to do with finance. I'm not asking you about, this is not a finance question.
Yeah.
Right, cool. 3 core pillar: broadcast, filtering and nurturing, and conversation. So what I want you to do is draw a triangle, right? Because we have 3 pillars. Each pillar represents each point of the triangle. So write your goal inside 50K. 50K inside of the triangle.
Say that again?
And I want you to write your goal inside the triangle, 50K.
Okay.
Right, so each of the pillar will represent each point of the triangle. Right, we're going to go through the first pillar, branding and broadcast. Just B and B. The number 1 problem we want to address is, what if the leads are shit?
Yep.
So what we do here, we have a proven ad campaign that go out under your brand, and it targets specific area in your suburb, and we ask people a pre-qualification question.
Yep.
Right, so by answering that, they qualify themselves. Make sense?
Yeah.
And we have our online calendar that's synchronized to your availability.
Yep.
So once someone fills in the survey, they go straight to the calendar. Right? So is the first pillar make sense so far?
Yeah, definitely.
So because you're running Facebook ad before, this is pretty much simple. It's go to a landing page, through the survey to a booking page. Do you currently have anything like this set up right now in your business that work?
There were when people fill in the landing page, they've got the option of booking. There's no time there. There's basically they can select their own times, but that very seldom gets completed.
Yeah, so this one, it have an option for them to pick time, and it's synchronized to your setting.
Yep.
You choose what time they can book. Right? Do you think the first pillar can help you get to 50K a lot faster?
Well, if people are filling in booking times, there's no doubt about it. It's going to help.
Well, it's not just about booking time. Maybe just doing ad under your brand
Yep.
and get people to fill in the survey and then book the time. So just the
Yep.
whole thing, like using the first pillar can help you get to 50K.
Yep.
Team Matt and Amanda here is currently one of the biggest hardcode in South Australia, and they're actually talking to 12 solid vendor after the first week of launching.
Okay.
The second pillar is filtering and nurturing, just F and N, filtering and nurturing.
Yep.
So the problem here is what if I don't have time? So we have an automated system in the CRM that go out and send email and text on your behalf. So all you have to do now is just reply to them. So we will literally take away that follow-up thing for you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It follow up to get a book appointment, and if they do book, it's remind them. Right, Nicholas here from Loan Market, currently booking 2 appointments out of 2 leads within the first hour of campaign. Peter here, you've probably seen him. 32 business opportunity over the course of 14 days. Have you seen the video of Peter?
She's in 1 second. I'm on the webinar. What's on? I have to upload the dummy. Okay. Come back and take some medicine. All right. Sorry about that.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Peter here is on the website. Have you seen the video of him?
I haven't seen the video. No, I've seen him on the site, but I haven't watched the video yet. No.
Yeah. So Team Waldorf here from PRD Hobart. I'm currently talking to currently having 150K worth of business opportunity in 7 days. 8 confirmed appraisal, 32 respond that he had to get on to.
Yep.
Have you seen his video?
No, I haven't seen that one either.
Alright, cool. So yeah, so that's the sort of problem you want to have if you want to get to 50K. Having so much people that you're struggling to follow up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's the second pillar makes sense so far. Just having something automate your nurturing and your filtering process. Do you think that can help you get to your goal?
Yep.
Third pillar is conversion and closing. What if I can't do it? Right. There's a real-time notification. Once someone fills in the survey or they come in, you get email and SMS straight away. And we got sales training to help you book more and actually close more deals. Because everyone that come in, they have to accept that online lead is different from referral lead.
Yeah.
Right. Coaching, and we will get onto a weekly call to actually help you get through any obstacle that you have.
Okay.
So really hold, step by step and hold you by the hand here each week to make sure that why you're not booking an appointment, why you're not having conversation, or why you're not having enough appraisal in the first place. And we give you a CRM to use and your own dashboard, right? So Andrew here from Yellow Bricks Road able to make 14 conversion over the course of 90 days, right? Some of the result does need time, so we normally see result on the 3rd or 4th month, right?
Yeah.
So first 30 days you probably get a lot of lead, but obviously you're not going to convert any yet, right? Martin here, IEPG Victoria, currently sitting at 4 or 6 book appointment daily on his calendar, not weekly, daily.
Yep.
There's a video of him as well.
Yeah, I've seen that one. What is his business?
He's a property development in Melbourne. He's definitely in the real estate space.
Yep.
He helped buyer and investor. This is what happened with Team Amanda and Matt Surgeon.
Yep.
There's just so much inquiry that they have to hold off because she couldn't catch up. like I said, it's going to be a good problem. This is a good problem if you want to get to 7-figure.
Yep.
That's it. That's a 3 pillar. Do you write down in the triangle?
Yep.
They're quite clear, right? Do you have any question?
No, that makes perfect sense. That's that's no doubt about it. That's very clear.
Do you think that the third pillar can help you get to your goal?
Well, look, no doubt about it. If the ads are pulling people in, and they're self-selecting to book into a calendar, and then following up on the SMS follow-up, then they're going to be open to be communicated with. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So really, just marketing, automate the follow-up, and actually someone work with you every week.
Yep.
To solve any obstacle out there, because it's not just giving you lead and say bye-bye, right? So, no question?
No.
Well, if you don't have questions for me, I do have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Right. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, where do you see yourself in using the system? From 1 being, it's the same rubbish on the internet every day, I saw it. 10 being, I can definitely see myself using this and help me get to my goal. Where are you at on that scale?
I'd call it an 8. All right, there is no doubt about that. The text follow-up, the SMS follow-up makes perfect sense. We've got some similar things that are automated, but they don't go to the 3rd or 4th degree like yours do. As a fairly short and sharp, they either give you whatever response, and then that's pretty much the end of it. There's not a continuation of response, and we don't have a calendar or Calendly booking system currently in place. People can opt in to say, we'd like to see you at such and such a time, but that doesn't necessarily link to any of our calendars. They're just nominating a time, and that doesn't happen very often anyway. So.
Yeah, I understand. 8 is a pretty good number. I'm just curious, why is it not a 10?
Look, without harping on, I get what you say about mindset for the dollars, but this is the worst financial position I've ever been into. 2 years ago, life was much easier. Before that was, things were going smooth, but right now it's absolute shit house. And we're just struggling financially. It's not saying, I've got plenty of money to buy a new car. I don't. Everything's shit house. So it depends on, I know I've got enough money to pay the bills for the next few months, but if I take on something that's too much and don't have the money for the next one, that's a concern. It's just that actually finding a way to actually make this happen. I want a system that works. I want a reliable system that works in the background. I understand automation. Most of my stuff's automated, but it hasn't been working, and that's my frustration. We've got all this fantastic collateral going out there, but it's not bringing in a result. They're all being followed up, and nothing's happening. I'm kind of scratching my head to think, what the fuck, is going on? So an automation process which works and delivers is something I'm very keen on.
Yeah. Look, Eric, the question is literally about if you can see yourself working with the system, and then you sort of go back to the finance, which I do understand that, you sort of in a sort of place that you find hardship with the finance right now, and I get that. Look, on this call with many other agents, and some of them have cash flow issues. Some of them is in a similar situation as you, not necessarily have anything to do with family. Some of them, a lot of agents like yourself is in the same pit situation. But the real question is, what makes you think you're in that pit situation in the first place? If you felt like, of course, money gonna be an issue. Of course, finance gonna be an issue. If you feel like you had the money, you wouldn't be on this call, right?
If I had the money, it'd be easy. It'd be like, yeah, great. Press the button, away you go.
If you have the money, Eric, you wouldn't need the system. Why would a fit? So if anyone who have not known me yet, my name is Vico Khang from Vico Online Consultant. I run a multi-six-figure marketing agency that serves real estate agents in Australia and New Zealand to get more listing and be more profitable in their business. At the same time, we also an official GoHighlevel partner. We have actually onboarded 200 plus agency owner onto the software at this time of recording. So if you haven't got an account yet, make sure that you actually click the link on the description to make sure that you are actually using our affiliate link to get an account to get that bonus extension when it comes to the free trial. So you're going to get a 30-day free trial when you're actually using our affiliate link. Highlevel itself is originally offer a 14-day free trial, but because we are an official partner with them, you are actually getting the benefit of the 30-day extension when it comes to the free trial, as well as qualify for our bonus gift and our snapshot. If you want to know more detail about the bonus gift and the help and the support, the snapshot that we actually offer for new user, as aka new affiliate that join Highlevel through us, make sure that you also check the link in the description as well. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. Doesn't need a weight loss program, right? If you have the money, you wouldn't be on this call.
Yeah.
So it literally is a chicken and egg problem. But I really, and I know that I'm asking you all this question because what I find in the past, there's a pattern of successful agents that come I'm not going to be lying to you, and I'm going to be very honest with you at the start of this relationship, right? Not everyone that come in get the result. Like the people that you see in the presentation, they are not everyone that come in. Does that make sense? I'd be lying to you if we got 100% success rate, right? But what I noticed of those people from the Google, from the presentation, there's pattern of their behavior on the way that they sing and all that stuff, right? So it's really about the agent and the commitment. Like, of course, we're gonna have some incentive. Of course, we're gonna have some payment plan to help reduce any finance, friction. But if you committed and you believe that the system will work for you, we can talk about that. We can talk about the logistics side of things. But right now, I really wanna ask you and help me understand. Maybe you can help me understand if the system makes sense. If you can see that the system help you get to your goal. So I'm just curious.
Vic, I can see the system, going there because I think the big thing is automation is a big part of life these days. Because if something's going out when you were sleeping, if something's going out when you're at the beach or you're going to an appointment and things are being sent out to people and it's all working in the background rather than having to be there on the phone, to be there the answer to this and to send the button on the email, that life is too hard for that. Automation has to be there. I understand, I don't know how your system exactly works because there's obviously some coding and stuff behind it, but I've got a whole lot of stuff going out automatically. I've got emails going out and texts going out. I use Twilio and Zapier, which sends out, and plus this, which sends out automatic emails and automatic texts and voicemails.
I get that.
All the background. So I understand that system works, but it's not working for me. It's not bringing in the results.
So that's why we're on this call, right? So I get what you're doing right now doesn't work, but what you just saw, the 3 pillar, do you think that can help you get to your goal? And
definitely,
you said
there's absolutely no doubt about it.
Okay, so I'm just curious why is it an 8 and not a 10?
Well, that was the money side. If this purely the system do I believe the system will work? Hell yeah.
Do you
can I pay for it? That's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Money aside, would there be any reason that?
No.
Mm-hmm. So
if you've got people on Harcourts working with you, and they're saying slow down the leads coming in, and Harcourts really should have systems on their own to make it work for own people. So if someone from Harcourts is working with you, that's like shit. This must be a good system. What you're providing, Vico, must be good.
Well,
right?
That's a fair point.
Harcourts working with you.
That's a fair point. Actually, thanks for joining us today for the interview. Actually, I'm just interviewed her this morning. You can see I'm wearing the same shirt, really. So Amanda, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? What do you do and everything?
My name's Amanda.
The reason why I haven't shown you this because I haven't uploaded yet. It literally just this morning. I haven't uploaded to any website, so there's no way you could have seen it. That's why I'm showing you right now.
And Robles. So I was Lou, but got married earlier this year. So I've been in real estate for about over 12 years now. I've been working with Matt Sargent here at Harcourt Sargent just about 10 years, clicking on to 10 years in 2 weeks. So I'm Matt's sales associate or sales partner, I would say. Both Matt and I sell 170 properties a year. So we're consistently the top 3 agents here in...
Yeah, I really don't want to bore you with that, but like you said, they are like at the 7-figure level where they sell like over 100 or maybe 200 on a good year, yearly. So that's the sort of people that we work with. But anyway, that aside, so what I want to understand here, money aside, because like with just logistic alone, we can talk about that, okay?
Yeah.
But money aside, do you believe that the system will work, correct?
Yeah. You've got proof there with, with people in the space I'm in. And it's interesting to see people in other industries work, and if you've got a good system that works regardless of industry, but having seen it with people in the same industry working for them, that I know it will simply work for me.
Yeah. Look, Eric, I'm going to get straight to the point, and forgive me for being upfront here. If the only barrier between us moving forward from here is the finance, would it be a possibility to discuss the finance situation right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're going to start off. How much cash flow, liquidity you have right now in the bank?
Me, I've got fuck all right now. That's the trouble. Okay, we've got.
You mentioned you make 10K a month. Where's that 10K gone?
It's all gone.
We
had huge. We had debts from the past, which has been pretty much. They've been drawn down to get rid of some debts in the past. Without going into boring details, with my ex cost a fortune, and that got dragged on over a long period of time. The background doesn't matter. And right now we've got, as of next week, we'll have, $42,000 in the bank. Okay,
so
and
next week we will get 40K.
Yeah, I mean, Vico, this is the worst time of my life ever, and a whole lot of shit stuff's happened for this to be the way it is now. All right. And I've got money for July, August, September, October.
So that 40K is the only thing that just
40K,
counts.
that's it. That's it, Vico.
Until when?
Until the next sale and settlement goes through.
When is that going to go through?
I don't know. We're at that stage. I don't know where the next one's coming from. I've got 2 properties that will go on the market, but the owners have to get the properties fixed. I've got no idea when they go on the market. Whether they go on the market in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 3 months. They've got tenants in there, and they've got to get rid of stuff. One is a third property is a deceased estate. They're waiting for a probate to go through because the person died in the house. So I've got these things in the pipeline, but they might be 3-6 months, a year away. And all the other stuff, all the other leads we're following up, nothing's happening. As I said, I've got texts going out. I'm making phone calls to these people. I've got emails going out. I've got not handwritten, but personalised cards going out via mail. All these things happening, and no one's not going anywhere. I just pull my hair out here. What the fuck? I can't believe I'm in this situation, and it's not just my mindset, Vico. Many other people have given up a long time ago and topped themselves, or done something silly. I've persevered for a lot of stuff, and I just don't give up. I don't let clients down.
Yeah, I'll get it. We've been in this situation where we talk about like what you clearly what you're doing right now is not working. But all I want to do is just direct this conversation to the finance side, if that's okay. So 42K, how long is that going to last you?
Well, July, August, September, October.
So you project it to last you 4 months?
4 months, yeah.
Why 4 months? So 42 divided by 4, that's turn out to be 10K per month.
We've got about $10,000 worth of outgoings.
Outgoing.
Yeah, each month.
Is it business or personal?
For both, business and personal.
So if anyone who have not known me yet, my name is Vico Khang from Vico Online Consultant. I run a multi-six-figure marketing agency that serves real estate agents in Australia and New Zealand to get more listing and be more profitable in their business. At the same time, we also an official GoHighlevel partner. We have actually onboarded 200 plus agency owner onto the software at this time of recording. So if you haven't got an account yet, make sure that you actually click the link on the description to make sure that you are actually using our affiliate link to get an account to get that bonus extension when it comes to the free trial. So you're going to get a 30-day free trial when you're actually using our affiliate link. Highlevel itself is originally offer a 14-day free trial, but because we are an official partner with them, you are actually getting the benefit of the 30-day extension when it comes to the free trial, as well as qualify for our bonus gift and our snapshot. If you want to know more detail about the bonus gift and the help and the support, the snapshot that we actually offer for new user, as aka new affiliate that join Highlevel through us, make sure that you also check the link in the description as well. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. And you think you're not going to get any sales during that first 4 months? Sorry, the next 4 months.
I haven't got anything right now. Obviously I will do, but I don't know when it's going to be. And that's the difficulty, Vico. I simply don't know. I know there'll be something, but I don't know.
All right, look, I feel like we're just going back in circle, because if you you got the next 4 months planning ahead, nothing in the pipeline, nothing that you can convert. What you can do is, so obviously you're in the cycle of not being uncertain about what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the whole point of having a system that is predictable and consistent, gonna be doing for you.
Yep.
All right, cool. Look, 4 months. What you can do is you need to invest some of the money aside from that 42K into your business now, or it's gonna be forever ending cycle like this.
I fully understand, Vico. That's why I was talking the first time of the conversation a few months ago. It was about the money then, and nothing's changed in the meantime. And I'm so frustrated because I understand how your back end works. Mine's not the same, but I understand how that systemization works and all the different software talking to each other to automate stuff. But mine isn't giving a result.
Yeah, we get that.
I mean, my friend Peter works with another company, and he went to a training from a guy that does SEO.
Look, and Eric, let's not going off the topic here. I know that doesn't work right now. I'm just thinking, what can you do with the current? Because you have 42K coming in, and then you lay it out for the next 4 months, and you're not even sure what's gonna happen after the next 4 months.
Exactly.
So, if this investment gonna be so stressed out for you, and you can't, it's gonna like out of your mind, don't do it, right? But what I want you to do is, because we have this call 2 times already, and I'm gonna let you go again. It's just not gonna do any of us any favor. What I need you to do, I need you to make commitment with yourself. Put a deposit down, a small deposit down, and when you're ready, we can have another chat.
All right. I suppose the difficulty right now is, what's it going to cost me on a monthly basis, so I can put that aside.
Yeah.
And make it work. And I don't know at this point in time.
Yeah. So to work with us, to get the 3 pillar down, it's 6,800 for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Not including ad spend and SMS. So.
All right.
But with someone in your case, definitely, there's going to be a payment plan in place.
Yep. All right. Well, the reality is one sale covers that. You know, even at a low end of the market sale covers the cost.
Yep, that is not including ad spend and SMS. So you know, SMS come from thru, which you know where they're from. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So what's the approximate ad cost on top of that? Obviously.
Ads and SMS around 1,200 a month to be very conservatively. But if we do database, there'll be no ad spend.
Okay. So it's still going to be about 2,300 a month, 2,400 a month approximately. If you break down to 68.
Yeah,
so
because the 68 is an upfront payment, so you only pay one time.
Yeah, okay.
It's not really a monthly thing.
Okay.
But with someone at your case, Eric, we normally break it down to monthly plan.
All right. At this point in time, Vico, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'll pretty much realize that already.
Yeah.
But sorry, what's gone? What's your thought right now?
Well, I've got to keep doing what I'm doing for the time being until I get in the situation that it works. Because in the reality is, you know, if I pay you 6,800 up front, then
I'm not.
spend whatever a month, and it's getting a result, it makes perfect sense to go ahead. You know, it's almost like it's a no-brainer. You know, for that investment with the return on it is like shit. Yeah, you know, the 6,800 sell one property, it's paid for itself.
Okay,
and then monthly spend, like that's got to give at least 1 or 2 properties, 3 properties a month extra. Mm-hmm. That well and truly pays for itself. So ROI is like, yeah, all taken care of. But it's a matter of having that investment up the front, which is a difficult, even divided by, you know, even if it was, you know, 2,400 a month over that period of time. And that makes me short to pay the accounts I've got to pay in my current billing situation. It's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. You know, if I had that there, I'd be happy to pay it.
Yeah, but you mentioned there's 42K coming up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you to pay the 6K up front, because if the investment stress the hell out of you and it makes someone in a very, very tough spot. Sometimes it can be good for some people when your back is against the wall. That's when you get result real quick, right?
Yeah.
But this is a commitment to yourself. So what you can do, Eric, if I let you off this call, just gonna go, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just gonna be ready when I'm ready. We both know that's not gonna happen. Because what happened is the last 30 years, you get this far. What do you happen to the next 30 years? You know? It's gonna be pretty much the next 5 or 10 years gonna be the same. So what I need you to do today, Eric, you don't have to chuck up that much money. What I need from you is commitment to yourself by putting a small deposit down. And when you're ready, that's when you're ready, alright?
Yep.
Would you be open to that?
Okay, so does that give me any start whatsoever, or is that just a deposit waiting for me to get some money coming in the door?
So that's deposit when you actually hold it long enough for you, like maybe a couple of months when you're ready, when you're in a better financial space and better head space as well. Yep. So literally to help you do that, right? You haven't asked about the deposit. Do you know the amount that required?
No, that was going to be my next question. So,
do you have any other question before that, or because what are you thinking right now? I bet there's a lot of thought going around in your head right now. Yeah.
Okie dokie. I don't know. I'm just wondering which. The reality's taking money out of the account without knowing what's happening next is very stressful.
Yeah, of course.
There's no doubt about it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Well, obviously, I feel like I'm repeating myself. Like, your situation is you're in a place right now for 30 years, like past 30 years, and there's still inconsistency, there's still unpredictability in your future income, there's still uncertainty on what to come next. I mean, like, that's why we need to have put some certainty in place, right?
Yeah.
But look, obviously, I can see that it's sort of, this whole investment gonna stress you out. But really, what we're gonna do just for this call is for you to put a commitment down to yourself, a small commitment down to yourself, right? Just put it down, and when you're ready, next 3 months or next 6 months, you said, Vico, I'm at a better financial space right now. We can have another conversation about the finance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when do I get started with the first installment? Or I'm gonna break it down to maybe 2 or 3 installments for you, so it's easy for you to chunk up. And also give you enough time to play with the ROI, return on investment, right?
Yeah.
So would you be open to put a small deposit down today and make a commitment to yourself once and for all?
Well, again, it depends on the deposit, Vico. How much are we looking for?
200.
200 I can do.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it's a small deposit.
Yeah.
And it's really not about the money here. Once you put it down, you show me and you show to yourself that this is the commitment I'm going to make.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll be great. Thank you.
Right.
I was when you said small deposit, I was thinking $2,000 or something rather. So
no, 2,000 would be an installment. So
yeah.
we normally break it down to 2 or 3 payment plans. So that's 68 divided by 2 or 3. You can get started in the first installment, just so you know. So if you offer you a 3 payment plans, that work out to be 2K. Once you pay that 2K, the installment is 30 days apart. So the first installment is now, the second is 30 days apart next month. But once the whole campaign starts after the first installment.
Yeah.
So this is not an installment. I'm not asking you to do that right now based on your situation. All I'm asking is the deposit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So how do you want to proceed with this?
You take MasterCard?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Okay. Right, the number of the MasterCard is 516.
Alright, cool. Look, what happened from here, Eric, like I said, we're gonna sort of give you the onboarding process straight away so you can make an account in our CRM, and maybe you can use it with Infusionsoft and stuff, but we just give you like the login, like the simple detail, and I'm gonna let you know now, once you have enough headspace and finance to take on the first installment. So in your case, I would do 3 installments for you. Do you think that would help?
Yeah.
So that's 68 divided by 3, whatever that work out to be. That's 2.2K. So obviously, it minus the 200 deposit will be just 2K. Once that ready, and obviously you need to leave some room for ad spend. You probably don't even need ad spend, Eric. In your case, we would do database reactivation for you. So that means broadcasting market to your database, and it's just SMS cost, no ad spend.
Yep. And perhaps you can just check if whatever system you have as an API to Infusionsoft.
Actually, everything that Infusionsoft have, our CRM have. In terms of texting, emailing, we have that already. So it probably
No,
saves you
I
some
do,
money
but-
from. Sorry?
Yeah, just my Infusionsoft has got dozens of campaigns, already up and running.
We can transfer the campaign over easily.
Yeah,
So by using the CRM, you probably save yourself from not paying Infusionsoft anyway.
yeah.
So everything that Infusionsoft can do, we can do in the CRM. So
All right. Okay, we'll talk about that one as well. Yeah.
anyway, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Just got to get something to happen.
Yeah, because and look, I'll to be honest, I really appreciate your honesty. I'm talking about like the finance issue and all that stuff, and you sound like a very intelligent guy, and we both know that you can do a lot more. You just need to go in the right direction, because there's no point of being a good runner running the wrong way. You're never going to reach your goal.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's little sayings. If I'm so smart, if you're so smart, why aren't you rich?
I'm not saying that. Come on. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to maybe get you to think a little bit different about your business and your situation. All right? We all can do better, but we just need the right direction. A little nudge into the right direction. Yeah. All I can is just show you the way and open the door for you to walk through it. Anyway, Eric, what I'm going to do is I'll give you the receipt after that everything's finalized. I give you a document to sort of, are you still there? Are you still there?
Yeah. You froze me for a second.
Okay, did you catch what I just said?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay. So what I was going to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finalize everything, return with you with a receipt, and I will send you an agreement to actually read over and sign. And I will give you the onboarding message where you can log in to our CRM and have a look around. But that's pretty much it, right? The real thing happened after the first installment happened, okay? All right. Look, let me know when you're ready, whether it's the 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or even up to a year. But I really hope it doesn't go and track that long. And what you're doing right now, I want you to get some headspace and some finance aside for our next adventure, okay?
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Good.
Is there
Thanks, Vico.
any other questions for me?
No, that's fine. Thank you. Look forward to the emails coming through.
All right. Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Guys, you have made it. Congratulations. You have watched the entire recording and it was not short at all, right? That actually shows how committed you are. So this is my free gift to you. This is going to be our exact script that we actually use to actually enroll our client right now, and it's actually more refined than the one that you see in the call, because we've been refining it since then, right? And we are going to be keeping on refining our sales script, because that's what you should do. So this is my free gift to you, and this document I'm gonna make sure to leave it in the comment below underneath this video. And it's gonna be outlined anything from objection handling, pitch offer, the process, the scripts, the framework, and even what to do before the sales call, right? And we're gonna be teaching you how to do a force no and deposit and level of different commitment, right? And this is going to be our absolutely free gift to you. Just a quick reminder here, if you are an agency owner, we're offering a free script audit for you to see how we can help change or actually work together in terms of refine your sales process. And if you're a remote sales advisor who looking to partner up or work with a top performing agency who actually get results for real estate agent in Australia, there's a link to also apply to actually work with us. That's going to be processed into application to forward your application. Okay, so this is it, and I'm hoping to see you on the other side. Hey guys, if you enjoy watching the video, make sure that you are also checking out this content right there.